Today we have with us Mr. Atharva Mehendale, who is Assistant Director Online Learning of OP Jindal Global University. Welcome, Atharva.
Thank you,
We are here to discuss more about how online and technological interventions are doing good for education segment, how some of the online courses are doing in the space, and how specifically advanced technology is helping helping you to develop the experience of online learning, right? If you could light us upon how online education is changing for the good.
Absolutely. So, online education is a relatively newer concept, and though it has been around for a very long time, it was given the much needed push after the pandemic. And it was after the pandemic that the Jindal Global University decided to offer programs in an online mode on leading edtech platforms, both Coursera and Upgrad. And definitely it is leading the way for the future of education, because we are currently in the admissions process of our third cohort, and we already have students from more than 25 countries and world regions around the world. So it is really boosting learning that transcends borders, and it's also making high class, high quality education more affordable and also accessible to learners across geographies, because you don't need to come to campus, you don't need to put in that financial sort of contribution in order to travel countries, fly, and then be on campus. So that's definitely changing the face of education.
So given the nature of advanced technology coming into play, all the stakeholders of the segment and influencers need to focus how to firstly democratize education and more of internationalize, if I can say that way. So the major focus have to blurring the geographical boundaries using technology, and how can we take the education to more learners, right? And how cloud or more advanced technologies are helping you going beyond their primary function of cloud space storage, but what's more in there?
So absolutely, cloud is like we discussed earlier. It's a very limiting definition that we usually speak about.
Yeah.
It's just sort of a storage space somewhere in the cloud.
But I know that has much more about
absolutely.
it. Yeah?
And it is aiding us to not only store our content online and make it available to a wide range of audience, but also sort of have a repository of all of that content being made available to cohort after cohort without putting in the extra effort every time. So when a course is offered, say in a physical mode, the professor has to teach the class every semester and to a fresh batch of students. But in this case, we are able to make it available not just cohort after cohort, but also to students around the world. And that has really blurred the boundaries of what was considered to be an in-class education experience.
We are loving the whole ecosystem evolving and having an encouraging environment in the education, not only in this segment, but every domain of business, given the push from government as well. How does the picture going forward of Indian education system looks like to you when we talk about 5 years down the line?
Absolutely. So there are a couple of things which are involved in this, really, because when we speak about, say, higher education or education at the graduate level, online learning is here to stay, because it really has blurred the boundaries between what a student could do and what a student can do.
That's
now.
right.
And you can be sitting in one corner of the world accessing a degree that is offered by an Indian university. But at the same time, since the new regulations by the University Grants Commission allow that you can pursue multiple master's degree together. So you can be pursuing a degree in India while at the same time in your home pursuing a degree elsewhere at the same time. But then that is not really applicable or not really practical solution when it comes to primary education, for example, because at the school level, students need that kind of physical exposure, need that kind of experiential learning. That is something that can be made possible only in a physical school setting.
Yeah.
So though online is here to stay, we really need to think through and think about what particular segment we are targeting, and what is the end goal or end result of something that we are trying to deliver.
So good to know, and I'm sure these will be the exciting times. Thank you so much for this conversation. It was
It was a
very
pleasure.
insightful.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.